in the last video, okay, we have seen how to draw an area, right? So whenever you want to draw an area, what you have to see, you have to see that area is bounded by how many lines. Okay, that's the important thing you have to notice. Now I know, right, yesterday maybe when you are drawing this area, okay, when you are drawing this area, some of you guys did not get the proper output. Okay, you did not get the proper output because maybe you made your n value as 8. If you give even number 8 to 10, 16, if you give even number, you will not get the proper output. Your n value has to be odd number only. Your n value has to be odd number only. Okay. Now why it is like that is very simple. See, don't you think if you want a diamond, don't think there should be a middle point here, like there should be a symmetry. Agree, there should be a symmetry here. If symmetry can be there only for odd numbers, for example, if I ask you from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is a middle number? Yes, I can put a middle line here in the number 3. So don't think I need odd numbers so that I can point to a middle number. That's it, simple. Okay, if you want a proper diamond shape, there should be middle value, right? There should be middle value where exactly symmetry is happening. But if I tell you even number, 1, 2, 3, 4, which is the middle value? Either 2 or 3. So in these kind of cases, that's why you will not get a proper output in the even number. I hope you have understood. Okay. Now you might be thinking, sir, what if they give n value as 8? They will not give. If you want a diamond, they will give. They will tell draw this diamond. They will only tell that much. You have to understand what is the n value for that. Okay. So if you have to draw this, now don't you think n value is how many rows are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, n value is 5 here. Okay, so all these things you have to understand. So why odd value, why not even value? I hope you have understood. Okay, now we'll do, first thing what we'll do is we'll do one small revision, right? Because we have to remember this line equations. Okay, we have to remember the line equations. Yes, so lines were there like this. Okay. So what we remember, that line equations will write, I is equal to j, and I plus j is equal to n minus 1. Okay. Now, yes, repeat with me. What is this line equation? This line equation is, okay, it is I plus j equal to n by 2. And I told you, right, if that is I plus j, okay, if that is I plus j, the below one is I minus j equal to n by 2. This is that. Okay. And the next one, the opposite one, if this is I minus j, this is j minus I equal to n by 2. Okay. This line equation is j minus I, and this you will remember, right, because it was very difficult to obtain. That is I plus j equals to n plus n by 2 minus 1. After writing this equation, you have to talk in terms of j only. Means j should be left side, everything else should be on the other side. So I equal to j becomes j is equal to I. Okay, j is equal to I. J minus I, this minus I goes to the right side, becomes plus I. Plus I from this side, it comes here, becomes minus I. Plus I from this side goes here, becomes minus I. Yes, everywhere. Here also plus I from this side goes here, becomes minus I. And if I start to derive this, okay, it is I equals to n by 2 will be there, minus j becomes plus j, right? It becomes plus j. Then I'll keep j here only, okay, and plus n by 2 goes that side, becomes minus n by 2, I minus n by 2. So I can tell it as j is equals to, okay, I can tell j is equals to I minus n by 2. Right, 2. Okay. So these are the equations which you have to remember. Okay, this you can derive, you don't have to remember this, the previous equation you have to remember. That's it. Now once we have this line equation, okay, now let's see, okay, how can I draw the next pattern. Let's see. Now I want to draw this pattern, okay, that is, if I have a square, if this is my square, I want to draw these lines, but not the inside area, outside area, like this. So this area I want to draw. Okay. So here you will get a concept of new concept here. Okay, you will understand new concept. Watch here. Now first you have to know the line equations, right? What is this line equation? Yes. So we will come here and we will see the line equation is J is equal to n by 2 minus I. Okay. J is equal to n by 2 minus I. J is equal to n by 2 minus I. Now you see, okay, from that line, right? From that line, in which side I want to print? Yeah, from this line, should I print right side or left side? It is left side, right? So copy the symbol, okay, copy the symbol and paste it here. So J is less than or equal to n by 2 minus I. Okay. Now watch here, I will go here. Okay. Fine. What is the second line equation? The second line equation, okay, is, let's see, this line equation is J is equal to n by 2 plus I. Okay, n by 2 plus I. So I'll write J is equal to n by 2 plus I. From that line, don't you think I have to print right side? So I'll copy this symbol, I'll paste it here. I hope you have understood. So now let's see, between them, which operator should I use? Should I use and operator, or should I use or operator? Let's see. First, I'll go to the compiler. Yes, it is not completed. One by one I will complete it. I'll go to the compiler, and I hope you remember. Always you have to first print what? N cross n star. You have to compile and check whether you are getting n cross n star or not. If you are getting it as a proper output, okay, then only you have to proceed further. Okay, I'm getting proper n cross n stars. Next. Now what I have to tell? Don't print stars everywhere, so cut it. If some condition is true, then only print the star. For this, if there is one else you have to print this space. What condition I have to write here? Yes, what I have derived there, what I have written there. So it is J is less than or equal to n by 2 plus I. Okay, J is less than or equal to n by 2 plus I. I'll compile. Okay, so when I execute, okay, watch here. See what J is less than n by 2 minus I, right? So n by 2 minus I, what I have written? Plus I. Okay, it is minus I. If I write like that, let's see, J is less than n by 2 minus I. So I'll be getting that area, right? I'll be getting that area. Now my question is simple. Okay, now whatever area you got, you got this area, right? You got this area. Tell me, from this area, whatever you have printed, from this area, do you want to cut something, or to this area you want to add something? Now don't you think for this area we have to add some other area now, right? It is not, I'm from that area, I'm not again cutting something, right? So if you want to cut something, you have to use and operator. Agree? In the last class you have seen, whenever you want to limit something, right, you have to use and operator. But as you can notice, whatever you have printed just now, you don't want to limit that, right? That area is completed. Yes, that area is completed. Yes, that is why you have to, you should not use and operator. You have to use or operator now. Okay, you have to use or operator. So I have to tell or operator. Why or operator? Because the previous area is completed. There is no limitation of that area. So the second equation is J is greater than or equal to n by 2 plus I. I'll go here and I'll tell J is greater than or equal to n by 2 plus I. Okay, I have to use or operator. Now you watch here. Okay, since I used or operator, it will print me two different areas. See, we got this area. Okay, now what will happen if you tell and? See, what's the meaning of and? And means where both sections are meeting. Okay, where both sections are meeting. Now in this diagram, where do you think both sections are meeting? Don't you think there is one star here where both sections are meeting? Yes, that's why if you tell and operator, you will get one star which is in the middle. Okay, where both the areas are meeting, there you will get one star like this. Okay, that's why you should not tell and means for the pattern you are limiting, but you are not limiting here. We have to use or operator, because that's a separate area, this is a separate area. Yes, so when I'll go back to the question, and whenever you look at a pattern, what you have to think? Whenever you look at a pattern, you have to think that pattern is made up of how many areas? 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 areas. Okay. If there are 4 areas, there should be operators. Those areas should be separated by AND operator or operators. Okay. So let's see. This area is also, so I have to use OR operator. This area is also completed, OR operator. I have to go for this line here. What is this line equation? Yes. What we'll do is we'll check here. The line equation is j equal to I minus n by 2. Okay. So I'll write j is equal to I minus n by 2. I minus n by 2. From that line, you want to print left side. Copy this symbol and paste it here. So j is less than or equals to I minus n by 2. One more OR operator. J is less than or equals to I minus n by 2. Okay. So let's see. See, we got this area. And at the end, one more OR operator. That is, let's see. What is this line equation? Line equation is j equal to n plus n by 2 minus 1 minus I. From that line equation, you want to print right side. So copy this symbol, paste it here. So j is greater than or equal to n plus n by 2 minus 1 minus I. Equals to n plus n by 2 minus 1 minus I. Let's see. So when I compiled and when I executed, okay, see, I got this answer, right? So this is the hollow diamond pattern. So you can take this screenshot. Okay, let me comment it here like this. Yes. So yes, you can take the screenshot. So I hope you have taken the screenshot. Okay, now there are some more topics, okay, some more concepts which you have to understand. So now you are thinking, okay, you are thinking that why we are writing in terms of j only, right? Why not in terms of I? Why we are writing in terms of j? I will tell you, okay. So imagine that this is our square, okay. This, okay, I will be drawing this square in a different color. Imagine this is our square. So I'll be drawing two squares here, okay, to represent with I and to represent with j. Okay. So if I have an area, okay, if I have an area like this, okay, if I want to draw this area, right, if I want to draw this area, now there are two ways to do it. That two ways I'll be writing here. If I want to draw this area. Now what I have told you is, I have told you, j is equal to I, right? J is equal to I. And you can write j equal to I as I is equal to j also. Yes, in both the ways. So if you are talking in terms of j, how to do it. If you are talking in terms of I, how to do it. Both the ways I am teaching you now. Okay. So now let's write, since you wrote j here, since you wrote j on the left hand side, we have to write all the j values, okay? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, we have to write all the j values. Since you wrote I here, you have to write all the I values, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, okay? Okay. Don't you think, okay, so if you write j, don't you think j variable is moving from left to right? Don't you think the j values are moving from where? Left to right, as you can notice, left to right. Here, don't you think I value is moving from top to bottom? Yes? Yes. Now, you tell me from this line, you have to talk in terms of j only. You have to talk in terms of j. Means j means what? Column. J means column. Column, tell me if I go, okay, if I have a box like this, understand this thing here. Okay, if I have a box like this, if I select these if I select these 4 points here like this, tell me, did I change any of the column? No, right? It is the same column, right? The column variable is not changing at all, right? Column variable is not changing at all. But okay, but if I make it like this, right? If I make it like this, now don't you think all the columns I have accessed? Yes, which means if you want to access the columns, you have to talk in terms of left and right, not up and down. Okay, yes. Now watch here. What you have to do is, since you are talking in terms of j, right? Since you are talking in terms of j, J variable you have to think, okay, if it is J variable, how is J variable moving? Is it left to right or up and down, right? It is moving from left to right, right? Because J variables are in the top. In the top means left to right. I variables are this side, that is why it is, up and down. Okay, so now I am talking about J variables. So it is moving from left to right. That is why you have to ask the question, if from this line should I access left side or right side? That is what you have to ask the question, left side or right side. Since it is left side or right side, I'll copy this symbol and I'll tell J is less than or equals to I. I can do copy paste, okay? You can do copy paste only if you talk in terms of J here. No sir, I want to copy paste in terms of I. We'll see what to do now. Watch here. If it is in terms of I, then what to do if you are thinking? Yes, watch here. This is a line, right? This is a line. Yes. Now tell me, is it I variable or J variable? It is I variable. Now you have to think, I variable, is it in the top? No, it is on the right side, right? It's on the left side. So I variables are moving from up to down, which means you have to ask the question, if from this line, do you want to draw up direction or do you want to draw down direction? Which direction you want to draw, right? Which direction you want to draw? Don't you think you want to draw down direction? You want to draw down direction. Now tell me, can you copy this and paste it like this? Right? Here, this left symbol you have copied and pasted here, right? But can you tell a down direction, can you copy and paste like this? There is no symbol, right? There is no operator which is like this. So I hope you have understood, right? And now then what to do, Don't you think this is difficult now? If you tell I, we can't copy paste. But if you tell J, we can copy paste. That is the reason I told, talk in terms of J. It doesn't mean that always you have to talk in terms of J only. No, it's your wish. If you want to copy paste, simply talk in terms of J. But if you want to understand the concept, right, how to write in terms of I want this knowledge. If you are thinking, then I'll tell you. Watch here. If you are talking in terms of I, you can't do copy paste. Then what you have to do? Watch here. If you are in this below area, okay, if you are in this below area, you have to think, okay, so you have to go in down direction, right? You have to go in down direction, okay, in the down direction, okay, in the down direction, is I value, is it decreasing or increasing? Is the I value, is it decreasing or increasing? All these I values in the down direction, when you go down, don't you think I value is increasing now? 0 becomes 1, 1 becomes 2, 2 becomes 3. I value is increasing. So you have to write like this, I value is increasing. I is greater than or equals to J. I value is increasing than J. This is what you have to write. I hope you have understood, in terms of I, how you have to speak. Actually, the same case is there for J also. For example, you told, draw left side, right? So you watch here, in the left side, when I go to left side, what is happening to J value? Don't think J value becomes from 6 to 5, 5 to 4, 4 to 3. Don't think J value is decreasing. J value is less than I. That's why we have written, that J value is less than or equals to I. That's the reason. Okay. So I hope you have understood this point. Please take this screenshot. Okay. I will give more examples. Yes, I hope you have taken this screenshot. Now let me give in-depth reason of why it is J less than or equals to I. So mathematically, diagrammatically more in depth I will teach you now. Watch here. Imagine that we have like this, right? 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Okay. So here also 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So now I'll be writing this I and J values. Okay. 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay. 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now if I tell I want to draw stars, right? I want to draw stars in this places. Okay, in these places. Okay. So now let's see, for what and all I and J values I am printing this star. Yes, watch here. Okay. Let's make table. When my I value, right? When my when my I value, right? When my I value is 0. When my I value is 0, For what values of j you are printing that star? J value is 0. Okay. When your I value is 1, for what values of j you are printing the star? For the j values 0 and 1. Okay. Now when your I value is 2, for what values of j you are printing the star? For j value 0, for j value 1, for j value 2. 0, 1 and 2. When your I value is 3, right? For what values of j you are printing the star? You are printing the star for the j values 0, 1, 2 and 3. 0, 1, 2 and 3. When your I value is 4, for what values you are printing a star? 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now don't you think, okay, in this case 0 is less than or equals to 0? Here, don't you think 0 is less than 1? Yes. 1 is equal to 1. Here you see all the j values are less than or equals to the given I value. 0 is less than 2, 1 is less than 2, 2 is equal to 2. Which means all these values are less than or equals to 2. Here 0 is equals to 2, so I will tell 0 is equal to 2, but we can also tell it as 0 is less than or equals to 2. These two values, 0 is less than 1, but 1 is equals to 1. 0 is less than 3, 1 is less than 3, 2 is less than 3, 3 is equal to 3. And all these values, don't you think they are less than or equals to the given value 4? Yes, that's why I can generally tell, all the j values are less than or equals to the given I value. That is why we have j is less than or equals to I. I hope you have completely understood, right, how it is j is less than or equals to I. Yes, you can take this screenshot. Okay. So after taking this screenshot, okay, now let's see for other equations how it will be, how it will change. Let's see. Yes. Let's imagine that I have two squares, right, like this. First square, second square, because in terms of both I have to teach. Here I'll be drawing this area. That is, now it is this line. Okay, I want to draw this line, and maybe, yes, I will tell this area. Again the same thing here also, I want this area. Now I want to talk in terms of both here. So the actual equation is I plus j equals to n minus 1, right? If I talk in terms of j, it is j is equal to n minus 1 minus I. Okay. If I talk in terms of j, this is the equation. But if I talk in terms of I, okay, see in this equation, if I talk in terms of I, plus j goes that side, becomes minus j. Plus j, okay, from here, okay, it goes here, becomes minus j, right? Yes. So that is what I'll be writing here. Okay. See, the equation is I plus j equals to n minus 1. I want to talk in terms of I. So plus j from here goes this side, becomes minus j. Okay. Now you have two options, right? Since you talk in terms of j, what I have to do? I have to go and I have to write all the j values. J value is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on. Since I talked I here, I have to write all the I values 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now it is j, right? J variable, is it moving from left to right or up to down? J variable is moving from left to right. Here I variable is moving from up to down. Okay. So now from this line, okay, I want to print left side or right side. Yes, you have to tell it is right side. Okay, you have to tell it is right side. Why right? Because see, you are thinking now, I can tell up or down also. No, you should not tell down, because if you are telling down, only if you are writing I here, but did you write I or j? You have written j. J means what? J means left to right. Simple. J means left to right. That is why you have to ask, is it left side or right side? It is right side. It is right side. So copy the symbol, paste. That is one of the explanation. What is one more explanation? One more explanation is, okay, that you want to print in this area, right? Which means from the line you want to print right side. Which means you want to print in this direction. In this direction, you tell me whether, okay, j values, is it increasing or decreasing? From 0 to 1, 1 to 2, 2 to 3, it is increasing. So I can tell, j is increasing than n minus 1 minus I. This is one of the explanation. Okay, if I come to this side, so from this line, okay, since you talk in terms of I, you have to tell up and down. Yes, from this line you have to draw down direction. And if I write down direction, I can't copy and paste this down direction. So what I have to do? I have to go, okay, I have to go this side and I have to check in the down direction, right? In the down direction, what is happening to the I values? Is the I value increasing or I value decreasing, right? I value is increasing, so I'll tell I is greater than, right? I is increasing, so I is greater than or equals to n minus 1 minus j. If I write any one of the equation, I'll get the same answer. I hope you have understood this situation here. Okay, copy this program. Take the screenshot. I'll allow you to copy this program. So what I'll do is I'll write here j is greater than or equals to. First, let me write that line equation. I plus j equals to n minus 1. Okay, there is a triple equals to. So I got the line equation. I want right side. So if I'm talking in terms of j, right? So it is j is greater than or equals to n minus 1 minus I. But if you want to talk in terms of I, okay, let's see. I'll compile and I'll execute. Okay. So what's happened here? So j is n minus 1 minus 1 I have written. N minus 1 minus I have to write. Okay. Typing mistake. So if I execute, see I got this area. Now let me come here and write one more equation, that is I is greater than or equals to n minus 1 minus j. So here I'll write I is greater than or equals to n minus 1 minus j. Yes. If I compile and execute, see I got the same area, right? Yes, we will be getting the same area. So take this screenshot if you want. Okay. So I guess you have understood the basics here, right? You have understood the basics. Now let me go for the problem here. Okay, let me go for one more question. What if we had this as our square, okay, and we have to draw one shirt here. Okay, we have to draw one shirt that is like this. Okay, so we have to draw this area. Okay, we have to draw this area now. So how do I draw this area, right? How do I draw this area? Yes, let's see. Now this area has line equations, right? Easily. So you have to see this area is bounded by how many lines, right? Whenever you see an area, what you have to think? This area is bounded by how many lines? Okay, fine. Now this area is bounded by how many lines? 1, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It is bounded by 5 lines. Yes. Out of the 5 lines, these 3 lines are the boundary. Ignore that. There are 2 lines. This is the first line. This is a second line. Okay. Now, let me write this line equation, right? Let me write this line. What is this line equation? This line equation is j is equal to I. Okay. And what is this line equation? J is equal to n minus 1 minus I. Now watch here. If I have these 2 lines, right? This is my square. I have here that j is equal to I. Now don't think from I want this area actually. I want this area. So what should I tell? I have to tell paint this side. I have to tell paint left side. So I'll copy this symbol. I'll paste it here. I'll tell j is less than or equals to I. Yes. Okay. Watch here. I'll tell j. Okay. J is less than or equals to I. J is less than or equals to I. Now compile and execute it. So I got this area. Now you try to think here. Okay. Now what I want is this shape, right? What I want is this shape. Tell me, if I want to get the red shape, whatever black shape you are seeing, in the black shape should I cut something, or for the black shape should I add something? Okay. What should I do? Should I add something like this so that I'll get the complete pattern? Okay, should I add something, or from the black pattern should I cut something? What do you think? Don't you think I have to add something for the black pattern? Yes. If you want to cut something from the black pattern, you should have told and operator. But tell me, from the black pattern, do you want to cut anything? No. Black pattern should be there as it is. For that pattern, you have to add something, right? So if you want to cut, you have to use and operator. If you want to add, you have to use or operator. So watch here. What I have to do is I have to write here OR operator, not and operator. Next, what means we'll get one more line equation. So here, what is the line equation here? Line equation is J is equal to n minus 1 minus I. Tell me from that line, okay? So from that line, which side I want to print? You want to print right side, no? From that line you want to print right side. So copy this symbol, paste it here. J is greater than or equal to n minus 1 minus I. So let me write here, J is greater than or equals to n minus 1 minus I. So I hope you have understood here, okay? So if I compile and execute, see, I'll get that shirt like this, okay? So you can take this screenshot, right? You can take this screenshot, right? Okay, take this screenshot. So I hope you have taken the screenshot. You can now take this screenshot also. Okay. Now I would like to explain you this, in a more detailed manner. Okay. So what we'll do is I will erase this. Imagine that this was our square, right? This was our square. There are two line equations particularly. These two line equations were there. And what did you tell? You have told two things, right? So you told J is less than or equals to I. Okay. Okay. So let me actually erase this and let me write it in like this. Okay. So you have square here and you have one more square here. Okay. So there are two line equations. Okay, and here also there is a two line equation like this. Now let me use this highlighter. Okay, you told J is less than or equals to I. When you tell J is less than or equals to I, this is the area which you will shade. Okay, this is the area which you will shade because J is less than or equals to I, right? Okay. So here also I will try to write the same color. J is less than or equals to I here. Okay. So this is J is less than or equals to I. J is less than or equals to I. There is one more equation. J is greater than or equal to n minus 1 minus I. Here also J is greater than or equal to n minus 1 minus I. Now the question is, I am telling you, when you use OR operator, what will happen? When you use and operator, what will happen between them? Okay, that's what I want to explain you. Okay, so J is greater than or equal to n minus 1 minus I. For that I'll be taking a green color, light green color, and I'll be shading. Okay, watch here, highlighter. I want a highlighter and color is light green. So when you told J is greater than or equal to I, this is the area which it will shade. Okay, this is the area which it will shade like this. Okay, so I will erase this, just a minute. Okay. That color doesn't, yeah, I think I'll be using this color. No, this also. Okay, maybe let me use pen itself. Okay, so J is, if I tell J is greater than or equal to I, this is the area which it will shade, right? If I tell J is greater than or equal to I, this is the area which it will shade. Okay, this is the area which it will shade. Now, when you use AND operator, what's the meaning of AND operator? AND operator means the area which is common. Okay, the area which is common. That's why when you use AND operator, okay, you will be getting this output. You will be getting an output where intersection is happening. You will be getting an output where both the colors are meeting. Okay, not both. Okay, all the colors are meeting. Where all the colors are meeting, only in this area. That is why if you use AND operator, you will get this pattern. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. I'll be using AND operator between them. So if I use AND operator, I'll be getting the intersected area. So I'll compile and execute. See, we have got that intersected area, right? So if you want me to show you, yes, watch here. You're getting that intersected area. I hope this is clear, right? Yes. So that is what happens if you use AND operator. Now what's the meaning of OR operator? OR operator means, okay, union, which means whatever color is there, if it is printing, it is printing, that's it. Okay, that's the meaning of it. So here, don't you think here it is printing? Yes, if it is printing, it is printing only. Okay, so this is the complete pattern, it will print. Will it print here? No, because if a color doesn't come even once, it will not print it. If a color comes at least once, it will print it. Sir, here color is coming 2 times, no problem. If the color is coming at least once, it will print it. So I hope you have understood. Okay, if you use or operator, you will get the shirt. If you use and operator, you will get the intersected area. You can take the screenshot. So I hope you have taken the screenshot. Okay, so now let's see. I will be teaching on small simple pattern. If this is our square, I want to draw, maybe this area, right? I want to draw this area. How to do it? How to draw this area? So first, what you have to do is, when you have to draw an area, you have to see that area is bounded by how many lines. This area is bounded by 4 lines, right? 1, 2, 3 and 4. But out of these 4 lines, how many are boundary? This is a boundary, right? This is a boundary and this is a boundary. 3 lines are boundary. You don't have to write the line equation. There is a 4th line which is not a boundary, right? Now what is this line equation? You have to get the line equation. Line equation is this row or a column? This is a row. Row means I, right? I. Okay, is it the first row? No. Is it the last row? No. It is a middle row. So I equal to n by 2. It's a middle row. Now the question is, from that line, do you want to draw in the up direction or do you want to draw in the down direction? Don't you think you want to draw in the up direction? Yes. But as soon as you write your I, don't you think you want to write all your I values? Yes. Now you want to draw in up direction. Now what is happening to the I values in the up direction? Is the I values decreasing or I value increasing? See, I value is becoming from 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Don't you think I value is decreasing? Yes. So I have to tell I is less than or equals to n by 2. Okay. All these values are less than or equals to n by 2. That's why I is less than or equals to n by 2. So I'll be telling here I is less than or equals to n by 2. So when I compile and execute, let's see. See, we got the upper half. Okay, fine. So I want you to take a screenshot of this. Okay, no need to write a program. Take a screenshot. Now let me tell you how to draw a hat. Okay. So we want to draw this hat. Okay, Okay. So this area I have to draw. So whenever you are seeing you want to draw one area, you have to see that area is bounded by how many lines? Okay, 1 line, 2 line and 3 line. Out of these 3 line, is any one of them, are they a boundary? No, none of them are boundary, which means I have to use all 3 line equations. Understand here? I have to use first line equation, second line equation and third line equation. Okay, this is for one area. Okay, what is this? This is for, okay, this is one area, right? This is one area. Okay, for one area, how many line equations are there now? There are 3 line equations. You have to understand one thing. For this line equations, you have to always use which operator? And operator. Okay, if the areas are intersecting, you have to use and operator. Now, okay, that's what one of the thing which you have to understand. Okay, so now let's get the line equations, right? So I'll be going back and I will tell the line equation of this is j is equal to n by 2 minus I, and the line equation of this is j equal to n by 2 plus I. So this is j is equal to n by 2 minus I. This is j is equal to n by 2 plus I. Okay. Now from this line, should I print left side or right side? Don't think it is right side. So copy this symbol, paste it here. So j is greater than or equal to n by 2 minus I. Okay. How to tell j is greater than or equals to n by 2 minus I. So when I compile and execute this program, okay, I compile and when I execute this program, I have got this output. Now tell me, don't you think from this output I want to cut something? Yes, I want to cut something off here. Whenever I want to cut something, which operator? And operator. So you write and operator. So now from this line, right? From this line, do you want to print left side or right side? You want to print left side. So copy the symbol, paste it here. J is less than or equals to n by 2 plus I. J is less than or equals to n by 2 plus I. Okay. Now I compiled. And when I execute, I'll be getting this output. Okay, I got the house pattern. Now I want to again cut something. I want to cut something here. Again, you want to cut something. Which operator? And operator. Okay, and operator. Now one more line equation I have to tell, right? I have to tell there is one more line. Wait. There is one more line I have to tell. What's the line equation? Okay, the line equation is this is the line. This is the line. Agree? Yes. So what is this line? Is this row or a column? It is a row. Which variable? I. I is equal to, is it first row? No. Is it last row? No, it is middle row. I equal to n by 2. But if I tell I equal to n by 2, it is not finished. You should not tell line equation, you have to tell area equation. If from that line up or down, you have to tell. Now, since as soon as you wrote I value, what you have to do? You have to go to the diagram, write all the I values like this. Write all the I values. Okay. Next one. You have to see from this line, do you want to print down direction or up direction? You want to print in up direction. So, definitely I can't copy and paste it here, right? I can't do copy and paste. In up direction means you have to come to the I variable, you have to draw up direction here, you have to draw up direction. You have to see in the up direction what is happening to the I value. Is it decreasing or increasing? It is 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It is decreasing. So I is less than or equals to n by 2. You have to add one more equation. I is less than or equals to n by 2. Okay. So this is the output. Now watch here. This is the output. So I hope you have understood. Please take the screenshot. Take the screenshot. So I hope you have taken the screenshot. Now you can take this screenshot too. Okay, this screenshot too you can take. Okay. Now I want to add something. Okay, for this pattern I want to add something. Okay, what I want to add is like this. I want to add this face like this. Okay, I want to add this face. No, this face I want to add. So if I want to add this face, okay, if I want to add this face, don't you think there are two patterns actually? The first pattern is the hat pattern, that's separate. The second pattern is the face pattern, this is separate. Okay, so now don't you think if I tell here print the output, don't you think I got the hat? Yes. Now tell me, for this hat, from this hat, should I cut something from the hat or should I add a face to the hat? You have to add a face, you have to add a separate pattern to the hat. Okay, if you have to add something, which operator? OR operator. Okay, OR operator. You are told till now there was a condition to draw the hat, I have to cut something. When I cutted something, that is completed. Whenever that pattern is completed, you want to draw a new pattern, right? OR operator you have to write. Okay, in this OR operator you have to see, okay, this area is bounded by how many lines? It is bounded by 1. Okay, it is bounded by 1 line, second line, third line, fourth line. Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4 lines. It is bounded by 4 lines. So you have to get all the 4 line equation, right? Okay. So now you are thinking, right? What is this line equation? What is this line equation? Yes, you are confused. You are thinking, what is that line equation? Because this is n by 2. Okay, this is n by 2. J equal to j. This is a column. Which column? Middle column. So j equal to n by 2. But what is this line? Okay. How do I draw this line? Right? How do I draw this line? Okay. So if I want to draw this line here, okay, is this row or a column? This is a column. Column means which variable, right? Column means it is a j variable. Okay, column means j variable. J equal to, okay, is this the first column? No. Is this the middle column? No. It is in between first and the middle. That is called as n by 4. If you don't know that, I'll tell you the maths here. Imagine if this is 0, if this is 100. Okay, if it is from 0 to 100, don't you think this is 50? The middle element is 50. If this is 50, don't you think this is the middle element is 25 here, and this is 75 here? And don't you think 25 can be written as, okay, 1 by 4? Okay, 25 by, what is 25 by 100? Right, 25 by 100 is 1 by 4. Okay, 25 is the 1 by 4th of 100. So whatever line you are seeing here, that is n by 4th line. This is n by 2, this is n by 4, and this is 3n by 4. Okay, this is 3n by 4. Okay, I hope you have, it's all maths here. If this is n by 2, this is 3n by 4. Okay, so if you want me to tell you, sir, how 3n by 4, I'll explain you. So imagine if this is my 0th value, if this is my n value. Okay, if you want to find the middle element, always to find the middle element, it is first element plus last element by 2. What is 0 plus n by 2? It is n by 2. You want to find this element, then what you have to do is first element is 0 plus last element. What's the last element here? N by 2, because you want a middle point between 0 and n by 2. So 0 is the first starting point, n by 2 is the starting point. So first plus last by 2. 0 plus n by 2 is n by 2. N by 2 by 2 is n by 4. N by 4. You want to find this point up. Then the first you have to do first number n by 2 plus last number n divided by 2. What is what is n by 2 plus n by 2? Yes. So here denominator 2 goes up. So it is n by 2 plus 2n. Both have the common denominator like this. So it is 3n by 2. Again there is a denominator by 2. So it becomes 3n by 4. All these are maths, I will not repeat again. So what you have to understand is this is n by 4. Okay, what you have to understand is, okay, this is n by 4, this is 3n by 4. That's it. Okay, fine. So you want to draw in this line. Is this row or column? Column. Which variable? J. J is equal to. Is it which column? First column, last column, middle column? N by 4th column. J is equal to n by 4. From that line, do you want to print left side or right side? Don't you think from that line you want to print right side here? So J is greater than or equals to n by 4 you have to tell. Okay, so let's see. I'll tell OR operator. J is greater than or equals to J equal to n by 4. First let me tell J is equal to n by 4. Let's see. I have compiled and when I execute, okay. See, don't you think I got J is equal to n by 4 line I got? Yes, I have to tell from that line draw right side. So J is greater than or equal to n by 4. Okay. So yes, I'll be getting this pattern. See, but what happened? Since you told J is greater than n by 4, all these areas are printed. You have to tell, hey, wait, there is some more cutting I have to do. From this line, draw left side. I have to tell. I have to get this line equation. Is this row or a column? This is a column. Which variable? I have to use and operator because I want to cut. Which variable? Okay. So J variable, right? Because it's a column. J is equal to which column? 3 star n by 4th column. 3 star n by 4. Hey, don't write 3n by 4, okay? Don't write 3n by 4 because if you write 3n by 4, compiler doesn't know what is 3n. You have to tell 3 into n by 4. 3 star n by 4. From that line you want to print left side. So copy this less than symbol, okay? And paste it here. J is less than or equals to 3n by 4. And operator. J is less than or equals to 3 star n by 4. Let's see. See, I got that area also. If I increase the n value, then maybe you will notice that. Okay. See, what I have done now is, see, I have told less than n by 4, greater than n by 4, less than 3n by 4 I have done, right? Okay. So, if you are noticing, don't you think that line is moving up also? That line is moving up, which means, okay, actually it is not 4 line equations. You should not tell it is 4 line equations. There is a 5th line equation. You have to tell, hey, this is a boundary. Don't go above that. I have to tell. Okay, that we'll see later. That we'll see later. Now, I want to draw this line equation. What is this line equation? What is this line equation? I will go to the previous diagram and get the line equation. This line equation is J is equal to I minus n by 2. Okay. Yes. So I'll write one more and operator. And operator. J is equal to I minus n by 2. J is equal to I minus n by 2. From that line, tell me, should I print left side or right side? Right side. So J is greater than or equal to I minus n by 2. So I have to tell hey, this is not a complete pattern. For this below face, I have to still cut something. So I'll go to the code and I'll tell this equation. What equation? J is greater than or equal to I minus n by 2. And operator I have to use. J is greater than or equals to I minus n by 2. So if I compile and execute, see, we got that face, right? One more cutting I have to do. So I'll tell one more and operator, right? One more and operator. Yes. Cutting I have to do. What cutting here? I have to tell there is this line, from that line draw left side. So I'll go here and I'll see what is the line equation. For this face, the line equation will be J is equal to n plus n by 2 minus 1 minus I. j is equal to n plus n by 2 minus 1 minus I. So and an operator j is equal to n plus n by 2 minus 1 minus I. From that line, don't think how to print left side. So copy this symbol, paste it here. So j is less than or equals to, right? J is less than or equals to n plus n by 2 minus 1 minus I. If I tell like this, I'll get that chin. Okay, I'll get that chin. So the lower face I'll get. Yes, so we got the lower face. But what's the problem here? The problem is, okay, I have told, okay, yes, so let me show it here. Yes, I have told draw this line, okay, this line, this line, this line, 4 line I have told. But did I block it from top? Since I have not blocked it from top, it is going above also. I have to tell there is one more line equation, you know. Yes, one more line equation. What's the line? So you have to use an operator, because if I don't put line equation, it will print this area also. Yes, I should not print that area. That's why I'll use one more and operation, cut. What I have to tell? This line equation. Is this row or a column? Row. Which variable? I. I is equal to n by 2th row. From that line, I am printing upside or downside. You have to print upside, I agree, but that was for the previous pattern and you have already written a code. But now you are writing I equal to n by 2 for this area. You have to print down direction. In the down direction, you see what is happening to the I values in the down direction. Don't think I is increasing 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's why I have to tell I is increasing. I is greater than or equals to n by 2. So if I compile and if I write here and an operator, I is greater than or equals to, okay, n by 2. Watch here. So I have compiled and if I execute, see, I'll get this face. I'll get this face and hat. So I hope you have understood this program. Okay, you can take the screenshot. Just a minute. Okay, you can take this screenshot. Okay, take this screenshot. So, okay. So I hope you have understood, right? How do you combine patterns? Okay. Now let me go to the one more pattern where when I teach that, you know, the concept will be full clear. Okay, it will be full clear for you. Okay. Imagine that, you know, this is our square, right? This is our square, and this square has lines like this. Now, what area I want to shade is I want to shade areas like this. Okay. Then maybe I want to shade area like this. Then I want to shade one area like this, and finally I will draw one more here like this. So let's write a program to draw this shape. It has no meaning, but when we write equation for it, we will understand more clearly. So you have to understand in this pattern, okay, in this bigger pattern, how many sub patterns are there, right? Now, many of you are thinking one thing, okay, many of you are thinking one thing, that hey, this is one pattern and I'm combining it with one more pattern. That is what you are thinking, okay? And don't think like that. Don't think like that, okay? Because this whole thing is one pattern. This whole thing is one pattern, right? As much as possible, you try to combine. Yes, this whole thing can be made as one pattern, okay? So this is one pattern, and this pattern is separate from this pattern. So these two are separate pattern. This pattern is separate from this pattern. So these two are separate pattern. And this pattern is also separate from all the other patterns. So this is also separate. So there are 4 patterns. There are 4 patterns here, okay? So let's see. You have to see, okay, I'm drawing the code for the first one. So in the first pattern, that area is bounded by how many lines? That area is bounded by 3 lines, right? 1, 2, 3. 3 lines.